everybody. This is General Von Hoffman coming to you from Electronics Maintenance Group. And I'm super excited to introduce you to the Electronics Maintenance Group Team Council President, Nicole Torrijos. And Nicole has some questions for me that have come up through EMXG, but they're super questions and they really apply both to the group and to folks across the complex. So thanks, Nicole, for doing this. And give me some questions.
Thank you for taking the time to do this for us. We really appreciate your input and your willingness to answer our questions. The first question I have is, if I am on the admin weather safety leave and then develop symptoms or get sick, I am to come off this administrative leave and use my own sick or annual leave. If people have to use their own leave, are you concerned that they will not admit they are sick and just come back to work infecting others?
Right, so I've seen that question a couple of times so far, and I'm glad it came up and we could answer it in this format. So certainly there is that concern. First and foremost, we hope people that aren't feeling well, particularly as this pandemic progresses, if you have the least even inkling that you might have that, please stay home and give us a chance to see what happens. And so there is that concern. But for folks that don't have sick leave or annual leave, we will advance that leave to you. All you've got to do is work with your supervisor and look, for the next 30, 60 days, we don't know a lot, but we do know that travel is not going to be kind of in people's decision space or able to do that. So we can advance leave, we can advance sick leave, and that's what we would highly encourage, because right now it's just so important that if you don't feel well, that you stay home and don't risk your coworkers.
Right, definitely. Thank you. The second question is, when this pandemic is over or is minimized enough to have everyone come back, do you plan on implementing a phased return to duty, or you just have everyone return at once?
Okay, right. So we are very much looking forward to getting back to normal operations. We know for the next few weeks at least, we will be in what I'm calling a stabilized operation or a new normal, where we've got we've got some folks teleworking, some folks out on administrative leave, shifts split up, staggered breaks, all of those things to reduce the risk of transmission. Those type of operations are going to continue for a while. But once we can, like you said, once that transmission risk goes down, we will transition back to normal operations, but it won't be where we're calling all of our folks and saying, tomorrow you're coming back on the exact same shift you were way back in mid-March. What we do is exactly what you said. It'll be a ramp back to normal operations based on what the squadron directors and the group directors and commanders think how that needs to come back. With mission critical work, it's probably returning back to normal first, and then we'll work from there. But that will really be determined shop by shop and group by group. How that goes.
Perfect, thank you. The third is, once the COVID-19 situation is over and we're back to regular working conditions, will we still be able to telework on occasion to maintain our capabilities in case another situation arises that would require telework?
That is one of the best questions that we've had. So one of the things that's going to come out of this is we are learning as we go. And one of the things that we're learning is that telework is, I don't know what the real percentage is. My guess is we're about 50 to 75% as effective as we would be if we were here. But we're learning very quickly. We have an adaptive work and very agile workforce, and I am so proud of all of our teleworkers and what they've been able to do. But the lesson that we've learned is maybe as we go forward, we need to buy more laptops than desktops. And maybe when we come through, everybody's configuration will always be so that if they have to leave one day and telework the next, that their system is ready to go and responsive. So the answer to that question is, I think unequivocally, if I'm the commander, I would want to exercise that on a routine basis, just like we exercise fire drills and just like we exercise other type things, because we do need this is proven that we need a telework capability, and we need to be able to turn it on quickly and not have so much flail as we did in the beginning. We have responded amazingly. Our comm group has responded amazingly, and our folks have individually, but we'll need to kind of hone those skills and keep them ready.
question is a little more personal to you. What are you doing specifically at your home to ensure you and your family are practicing stay home, stay safe? And is there anything you'd like to share that's helping to keep your family's spirits up during these uncertain times?
Right. So thanks, Nicole. So personally, my husband is at home. We are fortunate enough, we have a house in South Ogden, and then I stay out on base. So we are not, we are as social distance as you can. So, because he travels for a living, he's a FedEx pilot, and so he's at high risk just because of the travel areas that he's in, high risk for transmission. And so, we are keeping complete distance. And we have teenage daughters that would really like to be going out and doing some different things, but they are pretty much parked at home and not going and doing things. So we are doing our part for social distancing and staying at home unless it's the grocery store or something else. It's a kind of emergency essential. To keep your spirits up is a great question, and one of the things that I love is, as serious as this pandemic is, it takes a little bit of humor to get through the day. And in our family, we're sharing funny things that we found online or just funny thoughts. The girls have gone back and found pictures from their parents, from middle school and high school, those awkward stages, and are floating those around. And so just trying to kind of keep each other's spirits up by finding things that are funny. And like I said, this is very serious, and I know that in our extended complex family, we have people that are seriously affected by the pandemic. But as a community, we are trying to find innovative ways to keep our spirits up. So anything anybody out there wants to share as a reply to this post, we would absolutely love it. So keep those thoughts coming. And that's what we're doing. What's your family doing?
Well, I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, so they keep me busy just on a normal day. We just try to get outside as much as we can and just play in our yard and throw balls or kick soccer balls or just play, just to try and get that energy out. Other than that, they've got a toy room and we just try to interact with them as much as possible.
Right.
So,
Awesome. Okay. Any other questions?
I do have one more.
Okay.
Who would be the backup commander for the Ogden Air Logistics Complex if you would need to quarantine based on you testing positive to COVID-19 or being exposed to the virus by perhaps your husband or children or a close coworker?
Right. So the great blessing of this complex is that we have incredible leaders at every level, and that's true at the senior complex level. So Mr. Fox is the vice director, is the civilian, and Colonel McCauley is the military vice commander. So they're in place. But if I have to quarantine, unless I am truly sick, I will be working from home. And so I have telework capability as well. And so I will still be the commander unless I am sick, laid low. I'll still be the commander, but I have incredible backup, and we are also doing our part to stay social distanced, and taking a week. Colonel McCauley is teleworking this week. I'll be teleworking next week. Mr. Fox has already taken his week, so we're doing our part to rotate that around. But rest assured, there's great leadership, both at the complex level, the Brig level, and squadron level, and all the way down. And I've said it in a couple of videos, but I just want to echo it. It is incredible the leaders that have shown up, those that are in formal leadership and supervisory positions, but more importantly, those of you that are out there that are informal leaders that have just stepped up and said, hey, I found a better way for us to be able to social distance. I found a better, could I recommend this shift schedule? Hey, we could do things differently in my workspace to do that. And then there's those that walk in every day and say, this is hard, but we can do it, and they keep our spirits up and keep us motivated, whether it's with a funny joke or whether just an encouraging word. And for all of you people that are doing that, that is the best kind of leadership, and I really appreciate it. So I want to say one more thing to Nicole. Great questions that came out of EMXG today, and I'm super proud of them. Nicole, thank you so much for the work that you're doing with the team council. The team council is so important because it's the voice of the group to get that back up to leadership. I'm listening to Nicole. If she tells me I need to pay attention to something, I am paying attention to it. So continue to push questions and your concerns up to her, and she'll get it to me. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tracy.
So just want to also echo thanks to Gerald Von Hoffman, outstanding leader every day, especially during these unprecedented times, but we really appreciate your outstanding leadership. And Nicole, awesome job today, and continue the good work you're doing leading the team council. So we get to turn it over to the maintenance support group and Jeff Laundrie from here. Thank you all.